Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 10, and look at some images we got from the episode. Skybound and The Walking Dead released some HD stills from the episode. A lot of cool images that we can break down and talk about what's happening. So, I'm excited to get started. Before I do begin, though, spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with The Walking Dead. Also, if you're a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content, as we're going to be getting a lot of content since we're in the season. But with all that being said, let's get into the images. Alright, so image number 1, we have Gamma here and at Alexandria, and this is the courtroom where, they do their debates and discuss stuff. We know that's going to be going on pretty early in the episode, as she's going to come over and tell them about Alpha and her plan. And I'm actually really interested to see what else she says, if she gives more details about the Whisperers and Alpha and why they do what they do. So I am pretty excited to see this happen. The next image, we have the group here: Scott, Rosita, Gabriel, and Laura discussing. Probably Gamma's not in the room anymore, so they're probably discussing what to do. I don't think Gabriel's gonna trust them because of what happened with Sadiq, so we'll see. Like, he was really hurt from Sadiq dying, so the group is probably gonna be mixed on this as well, so we'll see exactly what happens. But Gabriel definitely is not gonna trust Gamma at all. And then we have Gabriel, Scott, and some of the other Alexandrians here leading a group. Very excited for more Gabriel and more Scott. I've been seeing a lot of Scott in this episode, or photos and promos. So Scott is still sticking around. We have him on the show, so I don't know why they don't use him. It's probably like an actor thing. Maybe they have stuff going on with the actor doing other things or something. But Scott is on the show, so why not use him? But regardless, I am pretty happy they are finally using him at least a little bit in this episode. And then we have a shot of Gabriel here holding up his gun, probably at a Whisper or something like that. What I think they're doing out here is probably going out and looking for the group, Daryl, Carol, and them who are stuck in the cave, because Gamma is also gonna tell them that her people or their people are in danger. So I think they're gonna know and realize that their people are missing for a while, so they're gonna go after them and look for them. So I think that's what Gabriel's doing here with his group. Next, we got this walker here that is definitely an interesting looking walker. You can see that a lot of the walker is actually gone, like the skin. Now, I don't know if this is from the Whisperers skinning the walkers, or the walkers are just disintegrating and getting weaker and weaker over time, because that is something a lot of people have been discussing with the walkers. Like, over time, wouldn't the walkers get weaker and stuff like that? So it could be either that, or it could be the Whisperers skinning them. So you guys let me know what you think. But I do think this is a significant walker, because they're obviously putting some attention on it. It was also in the trailer. The next image, we have Alpha here going to this abandoned gas station. I think this is where Daryl's also gonna be, because I think Alpha and Daryl are gonna get in a fight, or at least like the group in Alpha, or Daryl and the Whisperers. But I think this is where that fight's gonna happen, because we saw in the trailer that Daryl was like bloody and on the ground. I think this is where it's happening. Here we have some more walkers there. So yeah, this gas station looks to be like some sort of mini battle, which is gonna be pretty cool to watch. We have Alpha here with her shotgun. And yeah, I only see Alpha, so I think it's gonna be possibly like an Alpha versus Daryl situation, which again, that's gonna be pretty cool to watch. Like, we've seen Daryl and Beta, now we're gonna see Alpha and Daryl. And then another shot of Alpha here as well. Looking at the rack behind Alpha, it kind of makes me think that those are like tools and stuff like that. So maybe Alpha comes here for tools and weapons, and then somehow runs into Daryl or something like that. Here's the next shot of Alpha, and here are some Whisperers. So maybe she is with some Whisperers, or this could just be in a different situation, because this looks like a different background. So at the gas station, she may be by herself, and it's so cool, I think, how we're actually seeing the Whisperers do stuff, like from their perspective. Like, they're actually like in a way humanizing the Whisperers, which I think is pretty cool, because they have really fleshed out the Whisperers, and if anything, it's benefited the show a lot. Next, we have the shot of Alpha in the group here, and this looks to be like them coming out of that cave. So maybe they found out that they escaped or something like that. Alpha probably is gonna be really pissed off if everyone survives. Like, I still don't know if Magna and Connie are good or not. I feel like they would be. If I would have to guess, say yes or no, I would say yes. But part of me still thinks at least somebody is gonna die, because this was like Alpha's big plan, and they ended off the first half with this. So I still feel like somebody is gonna end up dying. But the intent was still there, so everyone is gonna be really angry at Alpha. They're gonna go to war for sure, and Alpha is probably gonna be really angry that everyone there survived because she specifically told the Whisperers. Remember, she left the cave and said, "Don't let them escape," and they pretty much did. Next, we have this shot of Daryl sneaking up on a Whisper, and I love this so much. I was laughing at it when I saw it earlier. I don't know why. Like Daryl's like mimicking this Whisper and is like right behind him, and like he's doing a better job of being a Whisper than the Whisperer because he's like sneaking up on the Whisperer and it's probably gonna kill the Whisperer, or at least like grab him. But yeah, I love this shot so much. I don't know, I think it's kind of funny. Here's another shot of Daryl in the same position. He's probably, again, this is just like a close-up on him. We have a shot of Alpha and the Whispers here. And I think this is some sort of battle, or I don't know what's going on, but this Whisper here looks like he's scared. And this is the same Whisper from the other shot that Daryl was sneaking up behind him. So what I think is going on here is Daryl's probably outdoing the Whisperers. Like they're probably hearing sounds and noises around. Like I would love that. That would be really cool to see. Like imagine like Daryl just kind of sneaking up on the Whisperers and trying to scare him himself. That would be cool. And I mean, this Whisperer is like grabbing onto Alpha and looks like, you know, he's scared. So I think that's what's possibly going on here. And it's gonna I think Alpha might be traveling with these two. And then Daryl's gonna successfully kill the two other Whisperers, and it's gonna be only Alpha left. And then that's when they get in that battle at the gas station. So if that is how it's gonna play out, I mean, that's the way I kind of see it. Like that's like, I don't know if I'm totally wrong about that, but that's what I kind of see playing out based on these images. I think it'll make for a pretty cool episode. And then we have this shot of this looks to be like a mix of walkers and Whisperers. So I don't know if it's gonna be those 3 Whisperers only or more Whisperers or what. Most of these do look like walkers though, so I think it's gonna be Alpha traveling with these 2 other Whisperers only. And again, this is just like in the middle of nowhere, like in the wild, so I don't think this has to do anything with you know, near the cave or anything like that. I think this is just like them traveling, and Daryl's gonna go after Alpha. Now I am kind of questioning what is, because remember going back to the other image where they had that that little entrance, that's probably a different entrance to the cave, because Daryl made a good point at the end of the last episode, episode 9. He said if the Whisperers got out, that means there's another way in, which they did get out, because as soon as Daryl and the group got out, those Whisperers started attacking them. So possibly Connie and, you know, Magna, they got out of the cave as well, and I think we're just seeing it from the other side of that cave, and I think Daryl's gonna find it and start messing with them. And this is probably like a Whisper border as well, or like a Whisper camp, I should say. So I think that's what's happening here. And I think Daryl's gonna find it and then, you know, try to kill them and stuff like that. Hope. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna, because obviously Connie and Magna aren't in these images, but hopefully they did survive. And I think if there is another way into the cave, I think they probably will survive, because what's the other reason why they would put that in there? You know, but then again, Alpha and the Whisperers were right there at the other side of the cave, so that's also a little bit, you know, that also kind of makes me question whether or not that's how it played out, because if those Whisperers are waiting there, I mean, she had Whisperers waiting at that one end, she probably also had Whisperers waiting at the other end, and if they ran out, they might have, you know, been in trouble. But if I'd have to make a prediction real quick, I would probably say they're gonna find Gabriel's group, because I could definitely see like a situation, like a reunion situation at the hilltop or something like that, where Daryl comes back to the hilltop. He's all heartbroken because he couldn't find Connie, and then he comes back to the hilltop and finds her. Now I don't know, I have a bad feeling about Magna only because Yumiko wasn't there. So like that's what I mean. I kind of see the situation where like Connie finds Gabriel's group, goes back to the hilltop or Alexandria, whatever, and then they tell everybody what happened. Like maybe Yumiko is there waiting for Magna, and Magna doesn't come back. That would like really leave Yumiko heartbroken and would make her want to fight the Whisperers. And then on the other end, Daryl is really upset that he can't find Connie, and then he goes back to the hilltop, Alexandria, and Connie's there waiting for him. So I don't know why that kind of jumps at me, like a situation like that. I mean, it's either that or they both survive, but I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Daryl's gonna be searching for Connie, and isn't gonna find her until he gets back home. So you guys let me know if you see that, if you see it playing that way, or what do you think is gonna happen. Let me know in the comments down below. And in this last image we have is a close-up on Alpha in the same location. So a lot of these images are very similar to one another. They're just like close-ups and stuff like that, but nonetheless I still thought it was a really good set of photos because it gets me excited for season 10 episode 10, for that whole Daryl versus Whispers situation. I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna be the highlight of this episode, and it looks like it's gonna be a lot of cool locations in this episode. I always love when The Walking Dead sort of ventures out, because we're always at one of the communities, so I like when they go to gas stations and abandoned places, and it looks like this episode is gonna have a lot of that. But that was the images we got for season 10 episode 10. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions about it in the comments down below. I am gonna wrap it up there for this video, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating, and if you're a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.